Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Spitball Sports Show. I'm your host, Jacob. Joining me, as always, is the wonderful Brian. And it's been a while since we've been here, but we're back. We're here to give you a recap of the first 2 weeks of the NFL season and to give you our predictions of week 3. With that said, Brian, how are you doing? And welcome back.
Welcome. Thank you, sir. Not too great. Eagles starting off under shenanigans early. First game looked
Oh, there is a
promising.
God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. That was beautiful. Oh, that made my week so much better.
I mean, whatever helps your shit team helps you feel better from your depression.
If I can't win, I might as well root for you to lose.
I had a feeling too because of how many upsets there were week 2. I mean, the Cowboys got absolutely destroyed, and all the
Niners.
Niners.
I think the Ravens.
Oh yeah, the Ravens lost to the Raiders. Yeah, so it was one of those they would lose to the Falcons.
Like I was telling you, when there was like 2 minutes left, I had turned the game off because it's like, yeah, it's over at this point. They're just gonna kill the clock. But then I turned it back on. I was curious. I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch the last play of the game. Why not? And I turned it back on. 4th and 3. Like, oh, they just need a first down and they can seal the game away. They throw it to Saquon, and Mr. No Hands, Mr. No Clutch drops the football, forcing a field goal. That was amazing. I'm glad you guys have him now, and now you understand. He's a great running back. He's a good player, but that man has 0 clutch. The amount of games he's cost the Giants is a lot. And the fact that Kirk Cousins, I mean, you knew as soon as they kicked the field goal, you're like, he's going to drive down for a touchdown now. It's Kirk Cousins. And he did.
I mean, the fact that even if they scored the field goal, the Eagles, they were going to be down by 1. So it's just kind of like it's in the script, it's in the script.
Perfect.
And as soon as they got their drive, and they got their first big completion, I'm like, yep, it's Eagles are going to do what they're going to do. And sure enough, Slay freaking ended up dropping coverage and they scored a touchdown.
And you like that? I like that.
I knew as soon as they had time, right? And this is the thing, they have a great kicker. Jake Elliott is amazing. All they had to do was just get to the 50-yard line, 54-yard line, and they could have done it. And I'm over here telling my wife, like, they don't need any big plays, just a couple yards. Let's just try to get closer. They're getting there, and then like near to the last play, I'm like, because Jalen is taking his time. I'm like, all right, please. I called it. I literally called it. I full on Roma called it. I'm like, he's gonna throw to double coverage, and it's gonna get intercepted, because that's what he does. That's what he's been doing these last couple games. And sure enough, he throws to Devontae Smith.
Him
he
and
had
Saquon,
a great game.
They make such a good team. Between the two of them, they have no clutch.
What is happening? Like, he is not this player before. It's just the play call is horrible,
too, right?
Yeah, it was a home opener.
Hilarious. That's
hilarious. You know what makes it worse? It was Nick Foles' day. Nick Foles was retired. He retired that day as an Eagle.
Wow.
And we couldn't even clutch it. Like,
that's embarrassing.
They had Jason Kelce on Monday Night Football. They had him for the third quarter. So it was necessary.
Yeah,
it's a necessary loss. Like, they played decent. They got the tush push down. So it's good to know they it seems like they resolved their shit. They're doing it a little different. I don't know if you noticed, because before with Jason Kelce, when he was leading the charge, it was like legit straight down the middle. But these have been more towards towards the left tackle. So they got it down. They got, I think, 2 or 3 successful pushes in there. So it's just, obviously we're missing AJ Brown. Defense and the play calling was, not fantastic. But at the end of the day, this starts with Sirianni, and if they have a bad season this year, he's gone. Like, please, like he's got to go. Like, this is a too talented team to be losing like that.
Yeah. I mean, I picked the Eagles to win the NFC East. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know. But the Cowboys had a bad week too.
Horrible.
And you know what none of us expected is the Commanders now lead our division. How about that?
Bro.
How does that make you feel?
Bro. I mean, I don't fucking care.
They won't hold that for long.
They're not gonna hold it for long.
They're terrible.
Your Giants are tied with the Panthers for the worst team in the league, and now they got Dalton, so I feel like he might start. They have him starting, so who knows? They might get some momentum there, but
yeah, the Giants are terrible. And you said like the Eagles lost that for the Fool's Day, right?
Uh-huh.
Let us not forget the Giants home opener was their 100th anniversary, and they were celebrating the 100 best Giants players in history. They had all those players there or the representatives if they were like dead. And they played like that in front of these guys.
In those uniforms too. Those beautiful
in those god-awful uniforms. It was almost as bad as the Dallas game last year, the opener, 40-0. Almost as bad. But I knew, like, going into this season, I'm like, I should have no expectations because what happened last time is I was excited for my team and my heart was ripped out. So this one hurt less. Week 2 against the Commanders. I told you the Giants are putting up historical numbers every week for ways to lose.
Dude.
And they're their only team to score 3 touchdowns, allow none, and still lose in regulation. That's history.
If Daniel Jones' style of play continues, his poor performance continues, how long do you think that till they bench him for?
I thought, and a lot of people were predicting that if he did bad versus the Commanders, who historically he's played his best against, that he would be benched at halftime. He played adequately, like he wasn't bad. He wasn't great. Malik Neighbors took like 70% of the volume. We'll see how they play against the Browns, one of the best defenses. The issues now are coming up with our defense because I don't know if you know, but the Commanders scored on every single drive. They got a field goal every single drive. They should have had more touchdowns. They should have beat us a lot more than they did because they kept getting penalties that kept pushing them back.
These
while they were in the red zone.
Yeah.
So I mean, they should have won by more.
And your defense is a strong point coming into the season.
Last year it was supposed, and we brought in even more talent. It's supposed to be amazing. Our defense is fucking terrible. Probably going to be the worst in the league. Yeah, man. So it's all bad. We didn't have a kicker, so we couldn't kick field goals or extra points.
You still guys, and has that been addressed yet or no?
They've signed a kicker now.
Oh,
yeah. I'm glad they picked a good time to do that. I tell you that Graham Gano, our kicker, was injured for a week. He was on the injury report for a groin injury. Why wouldn't you bring a kicker along if he was like questionable?
Right. Or
they've had a kicker on their practice squad since training camp. And normally teams don't keep a kicker on the practice squad. So it's like, just bring this guy that already knows everything.
That's crazy.
I like Daboll, but I'm starting to not have trust in him anymore.
Got to go.
Bro, this happened last year. Graham Gano was injured, tried to play through it, and we lost to the fucking Jets because he couldn't score field goals. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't.
So this has happened before. We shouldn't be losing because we don't have a fucking healthy kicker, dude. Whatever.
Hurts. It hurts.
On to 2025.
Shedeur Sanders.
I don't want Shedeur Sanders. Give me Quinn Ewers or
Quinn Ewers.
Better yet, we trade for Bryce Young. 2026, we got Arch Manning. Put in the books. Put in the script. It's happening.
A Manning with swag and speed.
I want him. I'll take Bryce Young, though. Daboll's supposed to be the quarterback whisperer. Bring him on over.
There's no way. There's no way that the Panthers part with him. Like, that would just be the ultimate failure. Like the biggest failure ever. Worse
It would
than
be the biggest.
I think worse than Trey Lance.
That would be the worst trade ever. The amount that they gave up for him. And it's hilarious because they would have had Stroud, right? Or Richardson.
Anyone better than...
Maybe it's the Panthers, dude. Because since what's his name? Baker Mayfield left, he's been doing great. Sam Darnold with the Vikings is playing pretty good. Might just be the Panthers. Because Bryce Young was the most talented quarterback coming out. He was drafted number 1 for a reason.
He's just so undersized, though, man. He really is so undersized. Like I know they've been successful shorter quarterbacks. I mean, Drew Brees is probably one of the most successful shorter quarterbacks, but still,
it can be done.
He doesn't look. I don't know.
He has no confidence. It doesn't help. I mean, Kyler Murray is same height or if not shorter.
Yeah,
he makes it work, but he has no confidence though.
But the thing with Kyler Murray too, he's thick. He's a big boy, you know.
Yeah.
The Bryce looks like a middle schooler.
Yeah,
like he's just thin. He's not.
He's been taking some hits too.
He has, dude.
I don't know, man. He's not gonna last long out there. He looks defeated. Did you see that video?
Yeah,
I sent you of a fan having him sign his football.
Yeah,
keep
dude.
His head up. Sad, dude. That's so sad.
It's tough. It's tough business.
We'll take him. I'll take him as a Giant. We can trade.
Oh my god.
1v1. It's the same time that mine did it. We're gonna trade. This is my trade proposal. We'll give the Panthers Evan Neal, a first-round pick.
Okay.
In 2022. We'll give them Evan Neal, first-round pick for Bryce Young. Just one off.
I mean,
we're not using him. He's benched right now.
That's crazy. I mean, if you look at it, from Hard Knocks, both GMs are friends. So
yeah, we did the Brian Burns trade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. We'll throw in Daniel Jones as a parting gift. They can have him. No strings attached. Just take him. I'll take Bryce Young. I love it. It's a good deal. Let's get it done right now.
Get it done. Signed, sealed, delivered?
Yes. Immediately. Well, enough of that silliness. Like that'll ever happen. I did hear rumors that they were interested in Zach Wilson, the Giants.
He's another guy. Like he showed promise with the Jets. Like some of that game against I think it was the Bills.
He like balled out against somebody.
Dude. Yeah, he balled out against someone, and he was showing he's matured a lot too. Like I don't know if you saw his interviews with Denver, but
I haven't. But all the things I've been seeing, it looks like he's matured.
He's matured. He's just biding his time right now. I mean, and the thing too, the Bo Nix ain't off to a great start either. Throwing interceptions like crazy over in Denver, so they might still keep.
Yeah, and that dude's like 37.
He's not no Michael Penix.
He's not no Michael Penix. Michael Penix is a vet. He'll be retired in 2 years.
Can't stand the Falcons, bro. It's
such a stupid decision. Whatever. It's hilarious though.
This Thursday night football game ain't looking too great.
I don't know if I want to watch it. So we have the Patriots versus the Jets. The Jets are 6-point favorites for DraftKings. Who are you picking with this? Under 38.5.
That's very low. I don't know, dude. Patriots defense has been Patriots have been surprising. I feel like the easy choice would be the Jets, but the Patriots have been surprising this season. I mean, obviously their offensive line is still pretty weak. Jets have one of the best defenses. Should have one of the best defenses in the league. Although the last game was kind of,
yeah, didn't look like it, especially during their opener.
Yeah,
defense was terrible.
This might be a tune-up game for the Jets. I'll take the Jets -6. I'm gonna go with the under on this one. Don't feel like it's gonna be a very high scoring game. I feel like
I don't either.
Rodgers still needs to find a stride, find momentum. He's still working on a couple things. Obviously, his connection with Wilson is top tier. You know, they're balling now, and they got Hall, who's
Brees
amazing,
Hall.
Brees Hall, and the other backup running back that did pretty great. I think he got 2 touchdowns last week. Quentin, I think was his name. He did pretty great. So they have a good team. They have good weapons, bro. So I don't know. I feel I'll go -6 and the under.
-6 in the under. I'll definitely do the under. I think the Jets are gonna get a little bit of steam. People were picking them to be like early Super Bowl favorites. I don't know if I buy that. I think they'll make the playoffs though.
So that first half with the 49ers, I'm like, all right, like Jets might be no joke, you know, like Hall's got it going on. Aaron Rodgers in connection with Wilson ain't too bad. Kind of the same thing with the Packers when the Packers played the 49ers last year in the playoffs. Like they're like, oh wow, they might beat the 49ers, and then you know, 49ers do what the 49ers do and just stepped it the fuck up. But the Jets promising that first half. Second game not too great, but I don't know. I feel like this might be a tune-up game for them.
It might be. I think they might catch their stride here soon.
Yeah.
I'm liking the Jets. Patriots are not a high scoring offense, so if the Jets score a touchdown or two, they're just not going to be able to touch them.
The Patriots only really have, as far as their weapons go, their running back Ramondre
Stevenson, yeah,
and their tight end is that Hunter Henry or no?
Yeah.
So they're really their only 2 weapons. I mean, we'll see.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think it will be the most exciting Thursday night football game. I think it's gonna suck.
Watch your surprises, bro. Watch it be like amazing game, or at least it's either gonna be a close game or the Jets are gonna blow them out of the water.
Yeah, there's no in between. There's no in between what it's gonna be.
Why these Thursday night games been so ass?
So Thursday night football games are always ass. It's a short week. Everybody's tired.
Ooh, next week should
even
be
though
fun.
It's only week 3.
You see what next week's is? Week 4 Thursday night football game.
Oh,
yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
so that should be a good one. I need to keep my schedule clear.
That should be a good one. And they're playing in New York.
I'm not watching that fucking game, dude. I can't watch that game, dude. We're so fucking terrible, dude. There's no way.
Watch them. This is what's going to happen. Daniel Jones is going to have a horrible game. They're going to sit him for week 3. After week 3, week 4, Danny DeVito, starting quarterback. The Italian Stallion's going to come.
Go.
And they're going to
have faith in him. People don't have faith in him, but you know what? Let him cook.
There's pictures of him back in like high school in a training camp, and he was with I don't know who the top quarterback right now. Like it might have been CJ Stroud. I don't know. There was like a top quarterback. Like he was at a quarterback camp, and he was like out doing whoever. It's the starting quarterback right now. I don't remember who, but like he's not bad, dude. DeVito's not bad.
He's not bad. He brought he gave us a 3-game winning streak or something. It was like where most of our wins for the season came was with DeVito at the helm. He screwed us out of being able to draft a quarterback, but it was nice to see that.
I don't know, man. I mean, the only quarterback. Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I'll tell you, what we have to lose. This is a big point that's been brought up. If Daniel Jones gets injured and has like a season-ending injury, it's in his contract. He's guaranteed money for next year, for year 3 of his contract. We have to keep him for a whole nother year if he suffers a career-ending injury. It would be a good idea for us to bench his ass so he doesn't get injured, like they did to Russell Wilson last year. Put Tommy DeVito in. That's what I'm saying.
Start him. Is he quarterback number 2?
Drew Lock is number 2.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys had him.
Trash ass Drew Lock. Drew Lock can't be worse than Daniel Jones at this point.
I
say put him in.
At least Daniel Jones can run.
Daniel Jones can run. That's true.
Drew Lock's.
I have no hope and no faith. Which brings us to that next game. The first Sunday game on the slate is Giants versus Browns.
Was that the early morning game?
This was 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
Eagles Arizona play early morning too.
Oh, Browns are 6.5-point favorites. Over under 38.5. Another low scoring game. So both offenses have been struggling a lot. Giants, clear issues. They do have two bright spots with Malik Neighbors. I think he's leading rookies right now. He put up like historical numbers. He's the youngest player in NFL history to have 10 plus reception, 100 yards, and 100 plus yards and a touchdown in a game. Youngest player.
With a shit quarterback.
With a really shit quarterback. He's going to be amazing once we get a good quarterback. He will be. Browns, you got sex offender fucking Watson.
Bad. He's so bad.
Terrible.
He's so bad. He's a guy you can't feel bad for because he's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit.
Like you feel bad for Daniel Jones.
Because it looks like he's, maybe a little bit on the special side.
Bryce Young,
you feel a little bad for him.
Bryce Young, you feel bad for.
I feel so bad for Bryce Young.
Like you just want to hold him. Zach Wilson, when he was with the Jets, you felt bad for him.
It's like, the MILF Hunter, yeah, feel bad for him.
Right. But Deshaun Watson fuck that guy.
Fuck him, dude. I hope he does suck. That's the only thing that gives me. That's the only thing that gives me some hope for this game. But their defense is so good.
I was starting to I was kind of supporting the Browns last year.
Yeah, me too.
Especially when they had Flacco. I had their defense on fantasy. I had Amari
Chubb
Cooper.
Got injured.
Before I was like, this is a good team. I like this team. Like, I'll watch. The games were exciting too, especially the one they played. I think it was the 49ers, where they beat the 49ers with a field goal. So it was a good game and it was a good team. But with Watson at the helm, bro, I'm just like, what? Fuck this team, dude. Like,
yeah, he's just get rid of him.
Is this and they can't.
Did they do like a fully guaranteed contract to them?
I think it's like all guaranteed. I'm pretty sure, and it's a ridiculous amount. It's like one of the highest.
That's like on the level of a bust of what was it, Jamarcus Russell? That fully guaranteed rookie contract, and they screwed themselves with that. That's what they have here.
That was back when those rookie contracts were wild, dude. I remember Sam Bradford. His was like a $70 million contract or something ridiculous at the time.
It just, I don't know, man. It seems like whenever these guys get paid a large amount of money, what's the incentive to play good? Especially when that money's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Watson has no incentive to play good, and he doesn't look like it, like he cares.
He's so bad. He's so bad. Who's their back? I don't even know who their backup is.
It was PJ Walker back in the day. I don't know who it is now.
He's just as bad, though.
Yeah. At least he's not a fucking rapist. Or whatever the situation.
Jameis Winston.
Okay, all right. Put Jameis in.
I fucking love that guy, dude.
Put Jameis Winston in. I'm about it.
I love that guy.
Well, what is your pick with this game?
What's the spread?
6.5.
Browns 6.5.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take the Browns. I'll take the Browns. I'll take the Browns minus 10.5.
Yeah, I'd say that minus 14 might be safe,
bro.
The Giants are incapable of scoring.
2 touchdowns, Ford. Calling it right now.
It's not a bad call. The defense is incapable of stopping the run.
I might have to start him this week.
Yeah, you might have to. That'd be a good call. I'm going to keep Malik Neighbors in, no matter what happens. His yard after carry, I think, was the highest in the league.
And Brown secondary has been kind of suffering too. So
Neighbors he's the man. He's the best thing we've had since OBJ. And he's not as dramatic as OBJ.
So far.
He looks like he's serious. And when he dropped that pass at the end of the Commanders game, he put it all on himself. Because essentially it sealed the game. All the Commanders needed to do was score a field goal, and they did. It wasn't his fault. We were at like the 20-yard line. We should just kicked a field goal for the go ahead. It wasn't his fault, but he took complete responsibility. He's like, he's putting it all on his shoulders. He's gonna be a good player for us.
Oh yeah.
Next game, I'm happy. I'm happy too. We have Malik next year quarterback. If we get blown out again on our home opener, I am killing myself on stream. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not. Next game is the Packers. Is the Packers and Titans. This will be interesting. Spread here we have -2 Titans over under 38.
Wait, oh, that's right, because they have the
Willis or something.
Malik Willis, yeah.
Willis versus Levis. Dude, what are your thoughts here?
That's I'm gonna go straight money line on the Packers on that one. I'll take those plus odds. That's crazy. I get it because they don't have Jordan Love, which I mean, and their backup quarterback is ass. But Will Levis has not been great. He's been throwing interceptions like crazy, making bonehead moves, and Packers have really good defense, and they still have Josh Jacobs. They still have great offensive weapons, you know. So they might just run the hell out of the ball. I think this is Packers all day money line.
They do, but Will Levis has been learning with these terrible mistakes. I think he'll be better. He'll be better. I like him. I want him to do better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know Packers, you like him.
I like the Mayo hammer.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about it where he was drafted so low and he was kind of like put on the back burner, and then he started playing games and they're like, oh, okay, this guy can ball. Gut says Packers. My heart says Titans. So I'm going to run with Titans money line. We'll see what happens. Oh, God. Next one is rookie versus not so rookie. Bears versus Colts. Bears are 1.5 point underdogs over under 43.5.
I don't like the Colts. I'm gonna say it. I don't know.
Controversial.
Pittman has been a complete letdown. I don't know. I feel like the Bears have the defense. They have the weapons around Williams. Maybe this is his game to be successful. He's been not great, but I feel like this might be the game for him, you know. I'll take him. I'll take a money line. Take the
Bears money line.
Bears money line.
I don't have a good reason. I don't have a good argument to combat that. I don't really dig the Colts either. Yeah, okay. I'll ride with you Bears money line for this game that I won't be watching at all.
No
reason to do that. Texans and Vikings. Vikings +2 over under 46. Getting a little bit higher up with these over-unders. I like it. What are we thinking here?
I like the Texans. I'm not just saying that because Nico Collins is my wide receiver. Fantasy.
Are you a Strouder?
Bro, I got Nico Collins, the 4th round. Fucking steal.
That is a good.
After this season, he's gonna be a top 3 wide receiver.
He went off last year.
He went off last year, and he got injured. And he is off to a hot start. And I didn't realize he's 6'4". He's built like basically Mike Evans, a little thinner than Megatron, but he's basically built like Mike Evans, just a little bit more bulky, and not as bulky again as Megatron, but still, he's a big motherfucker.
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, and he's fast, and he can get open. Like, I think, and I don't. What year is he? He's not. I think he's on his 4th year, right? Let me see.
I don't know.
Drafted 2021, yeah. So he's only 25 years old. he's still relatively young, and he's just starting to get into his prime, his stride. If he stays healthy, top 3 wide receiver easily, bro.
And they have Tank Dell as well over there, right?
Yeah.
And
They have
then
Tank down, Diggs.
they have a third Diggs. That's it.
Diggs. And even with all that talent, he's still been able to perform. I think he's gotten a touchdown. No, he didn't get a touchdown in the first game, but he got like almost 100 yards in the second game, well over 70, I think 70, 80 yards and a touchdown. And yeah, dude,
Texans are building it up, man.
Dude, and their defense is fucking great too. And they got good weapons around CJ Stroud, and he's not off to a hot start, but he's doing great. So,
well, this is the first 2-0 matchup that we've seen. This might be the only 2-0 matchup that we have this week. Aside from Monday Night Football, yeah, this is the only 2-0 matchup that we have. Vikings are hot, though. They're super hot.
They're hot.
Coming off a win against the 49ers, who were expected to be the favorites of the NFC. Period. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Vikings were a little bit of a fraudulent team in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Their record was a little bit overinflated. I like the Texans. They fought hard to get to the position that they're in now. I think they're the better team. I will rock Texans -2. Why not?
Easy.
A little bit extra money on that one. Okay. My personal favorite of the week, Eagles versus Saints. This is in New Orleans. Saints are 2.5-point favorites. Over under 49.5.
Saints are 2.5-point favorites.
Dude, they blew up the Panthers and the Cowboys. 40+ points in each of those games. Derek Carr is a madman.
You telling me I can get the Eagles at plus money line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a foolish decision, but yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, Panthers suck.
That's crazy.
Panthers suck. Anybody can dunk on the Panthers.
That's
Cowboys defense was supposed to be one of the best.
Yeah.
But they have a habit of either blowing out bad teams or getting destroyed by other teams. So I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Plus money, Eagles money line. Fucking, I'll take that every day of the week.
I'm not gonna pick the Eagles because they're the Eagles. Give me Derek Carr. 2.5 -2.5.
I was looking at that. I was looking at that though. I don't know what happened with the because I didn't actually watch the game. Well, I was looking at the stats with against the Cowboys, and they still. I mean, how much did they drop? 19, right? It was like 19 points.
Yeah, they still scored more than the Giants.
But like, but even then, so I mean, here's the thing though. Dak Prescott 2 interceptions, but CeeDee Lamb was able to get 90 yards and one touchdown and a tutty, and their run game wasn't completely horrible. Yeah, and Jalen Tolbert. I don't know who they're
didn't Kamara get like 4 touchdowns for them?
Bro, he fucking let's see here. He rushed for 115 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he got 65 yards receiving and 1 touchdown.
He carried that team in that game. Well, I mean, it sounds like the run defense was atrocious for the Cowboys too. That's that is a lot of yards in the air for a running back though too. Those are probably like check down passes
on 2
yards after carry.
On 2 receptions, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of yards after carry then. Probably a check down behind the line of scrimmage, and he just rips it.
That is one thing the Eagles have struggled with. I hope that Vic Fangio, our new defensive coordinator, this is the problem, bro. This is the problem. You get new offensive coordinators, new defensive coordinators, and it takes a while to get things going. I get that. So it's a new system. Our defense was shit last year. Offense was shit last year. So I get it. I'm giving them some leeway, but come on, this is the game to get right. If they're able to blow the Saints out of the water, they're able to at least get the win. Then okay, now we're on the right track. If they lose this game bad, I would fucking say fire Sirianni.
I'd be concerned.
Mid-season, bro.
I would be concerned, but no. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get blown out. If they get blown out, they might just show the Saints are a force to beat. But I don't know. We're dealing with the same thing with a new defensive coordinator, though, too.
And you got a good one. You guys got a good one.
He's the bend but don't break kind of defense. Is like, yeah, we didn't allow a touchdown in the red zone against the Commanders,
right?
But we allowed them to score in every drive. 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14. They're just converting and converting. It's like, Jesus Christ! At some point, we need to make a stop and stop bending.
All right, next game.
Chargers and Steelers. By the way, my pick was the Saints -2.5.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Next game is Chargers and Steelers. Oh, I was wrong. This is another 2-0 team versus another 2-0 team. Somehow the Chargers and Steelers are 2-0.
This is the Chargers all day, bro. Like,
yeah, Steelers are minus 1.5. Steelers are 1.5 point favorites on this.
No. This is Chargers all day. They're being properly coached by Harbaugh. They have not. They lost so much talent, but they're fucking winning games and winning games in great fashion. J.K. Dobbins has found his stride. Herbert's still getting healthy. It feels like
Herbert.
He's not completely in the zone. He still doesn't have the great wide receiver weapons, but he's making do what he has. And yeah, dude. For sure, this is Chargers all day. There's no way they lose this game. And against the Steelers, like, come on.
Well, you got plus money line right there. Plus money on the money line for Chargers. I'm sick of the Steelers going 9-8 like every season. I'm sick of them. I hate them. I want the Chargers to do well. I'm all about the Chargers on this one. Next, we got Broncos 0-2 versus the Bucks, who are 2-0. Bucks are 6.5 point favorites.
All day.
Over under 40.
Bucks 6.5 all day, every day.
Think they're gonna kill them?
Oh yeah. I don't think the Broncos are scoring here. Not scoring. Scoreless. Call it.
Okay. All right, let's lock it in. Well, then what about that over under 40?
Under. No. Yeah, under 40. I'm going to go 32-3.
32-3.
Yeah, they'll probably get it. They'll probably get a field goal. So 32-3.
You got to lock that in.
Lock that in. Calling it
lock
right
it
now.
in. I'll match the Bucks 6.5. That offense is powerful right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they're just scoring touchdowns, there's no reason they can't win by 7 at least. I'm all about that. Next, we have a game that I will definitely not be watching. Panthers and Raiders. Panthers are 0-2. Raiders are 1-1. Raiders 5 point favorites, over under 40.
That's an under game all day.
Yeah.
I feel like I was gonna take the Raiders defense for fantasy this week just because I've pretty much been on the anyone against the Panthers, but they sat Bryce Young and they got Andy Dalton. They got the Red Rocket coming in.
Right.
I feel like this is a trap game. I don't know.
That's what people said about the Raiders and Ravens game.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think maybe a Panthers plus 6.5 might be the move here. Maybe.
Is that what your line is? Your line says 6.5?
Or is it what? No, I don't have the lineup.
DraftKings has +5 for
plus Panthers. 5?
Yeah.
I'll do +5.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think they're going to touch the Raiders on this. The Raiders defense is looking amazing. I'll take the Raiders. -5. Personally. Who knows?
What's the next game?
I'm always rooting for the Panthers, though. Next game, we have Dolphins, Seahawks. Now, this is interesting. Dolphins are 4.5 point underdogs. Over under 41.5. Dolphins without Tua Brain damage, Tagovailoa. What are your predictions here?
I don't.
It's easy. This is an easy one.
I don't know, bro. They have this. Dolphins have all the offensive weapons though, and I don't know.
Who's the Dolphins' backup?
Skylar something.
Okay.
Thompson?
No.
Thomas?
No.
All right,
you had me at Skylar.
We'll take. I think that's the name, but all right, we'll take the Seahawks. We'll take
Seahawks
the Seahawks.
minus 4.5 for sure, dude. Give me that.
All right, I'll roll with you on the Seahawks money line on this one.
Why not? So Ravens and Cowboys is the next one. Ravens are 0-2. Cowboys are 1-1. The Ravens cannot afford to lose this game and go to 0-3. They cannot afford it. Cowboys need to start competing though if they want to take the NFC East. Ravens it's just a 1-point spread. Ravens are 1-point favorites.
I'll take the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens -1 on this.
Ravens.
I feel like this is a Derrick Henry game here.
Especially against that Cowboys run defense that apparently was really, really bad. Why not? Lamar Jackson's probably going to eat it up too.
Oh, yeah.
With Derrick Henry. Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens -1 or money line.
All right. Next.
49ers and Rams. Divisional matchup. The 49ers 7-point favorites, over under 44.5. Now, well, the issue is they don't have CMC, and I believe Deebo Samuel is out for this.
He's out also. Yeah. But the
Rams
lost Cooper Kupp
and
Puka.
Cooper Kupp. Yep. So both of them are missing their biggest weapons.
Yeah. I think this is a Niners game. I mean, it's going to be a home game for them anyway. So sad watching when they play the Chargers or the Rams. It's like 49ers fans just take over.
Oh my God, yeah. Of course they do.
Trash fans, but
they're pretty awful.
I'll take this is -7 easy.
Especially after that thrashing by the Cardinals last week. Yeah, I'll take Niners -7 as well. Okay, next one. I'm excited for this one. This one is Lions versus Cardinals. Both teams are 1-1. This is the highest over-under of the week. Over-under 51.5. Lions are 3-point favorites. What are your thoughts here?
I need the Lions to pop off because I have Goff on fantasy. This Cardinals defense is popping though, man. They showed out last game.
And that Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray connection is something special.
Yeah. I might just take the Cardinals to cover here.
-3.
The Rams haven't been off to too great start.
The Lions.
Yeah, sorry, the Lions. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I would agree. I love the Lions. They're the best story by far, best coach. I want them to go far. But the Cardinals, man, everybody counted them out. I've been rooting for since the beginning of the season as underdogs. I like that. +3 Cardinals. Okay, finishing up Sunday, Chiefs versus Falcons.
Oh yeah,
Sunday Night Football. Chiefs 3.5-point favorites. Over under 46.5. Now, both of these teams beat your Eagles in very embarrassing fashions. Now, what would your pick be here?
Asshole. This is Chiefs all day, bro. They're not losing in primetime TV.
Oh my God.
They're not losing primetime TV.
No, the refs won't let them lose in primetime TV. Let's be clear.
Travis Kelce, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, calling it.
Are you sure? He was I think he got 1 fantasy point last week.
Yeah, he's been awful. I'm so glad I didn't take him this year. I was not taking him this year.
It was a good call.
Bro, Brock Bowers. Oh my God. I got a steal right there, bro. He's popping off for me. But this is Chiefs all day. Whatever the spread is, I'll take it. Chiefs are not losing primetime.
Chiefs -3.5. I'll take Chiefs money line on this. I don't like that spread, and
That's true.
The games are close, so I'm not touching that. Money line Chiefs for sure. Refs will not allow a primetime loss. It just won't happen.
It's gonna be a good game.
Maybe. Did you know that there's 2 Monday night games
today? This week?
This week. We have the first one is Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills. Bills are 5-point favorites, over under 45.5.
Yeah, both these games suck. Maybe that's gonna be the only good one. I don't want to watch.
Well, they're both
and Bengals.
Yeah. Bills are 2-0. Oh, the Jags are 0-2. I misread. Jags are 0-2. I haven't watched any of their games.
Bills money line.
They're a force. They're going to be good. I like Trevor Lawrence, though. The Jags.
He's overrated.
Nah. People shit him too much. Nah. You know, people were saying that Josh Allen was overrated. Can you believe that?
He's that dude.
Josh Allen is the dude.
He's a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of player. Like he's either gonna he's gonna show out and drop like 300 yards on your team and rushing yard and touchdowns, or he's just gonna throw interceptions. Like he's a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of guy. Like it's like ball out or nothing for him.
Did you lock in an MVP bet for him yet? I would. I definitely would. He's gonna get it this year.
There's no way.
100%. Absolutely. I'll take Bills money line as well. Bills money line for sure.
What's the spread for the second game?
The second game is the Commanders versus Bengals. Spread is 7.5. Over
7.5.
Bengals 7.5. But Bengals turn it on after week 2.
That's true.
The Commanders, not what they played the Giants, which are arguably the worst team in the NFL aside from the Panthers. Their defense is not good. Their offense is not good. Jaden Daniels is scared to throw the football, or the offense doesn't want him to throw the football because he's new. They're not a good team. If the Bengals show up in any form, they're going to beat the Commanders easily. 7.5. Give it to me.
All right. You convinced me.
Go. Easily.
Easy.
That wraps up week 3 of the NFL. That's everything I got. Guess we'll see how on point we were.
Bold predictions this week.
Yeah, with all those picks, we're at odds of 3,537,989.
Jesus Christ!
If you bet $10, you win almost $400,000.
Put $1 on them, boys.
Put $1 on it, guys. Lock it in. All right. You got anything else for us, Brian?
No, man. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Yeah.
Fantastic game to start the NFL season.
Yippee. The NFL season. Week 3.
The NFL week 3, sorry.
Holy shit.
My bad.
All right. That's all I got. Ladies and germs, thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next week.
Bye.